We've reached the midpoint of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday night to the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. I'm Dustin Caldwell, and what better way to keep us dashing for that weekend than to watch the Dash for Cash Xfinity Series here tonight, brought to you by the All-Pro Racing League. We are at Joliet, Illinois, aka Chicagoland Speedway. It's going to be some great race action coming at you here tonight. If you like the Xfinity cars, rooting for your favorite Ford Mustang, Chevy Camaro, or Toyota Camry, they will be battling it out here tonight. But we are going to go to the Star Spangled Banner, brought to you by Madison Rising. Find them on the web at madisonrising.com or on Facebook at facebook.com/Madison Rising. We got a lot of race coming up for you here tonight, folks, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Showtime.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Chicagoland Speedway this Wednesday night. It's the Dash for Cash Xfinity Series here on the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. I'm Dustin Caldwell. I'll be bringing you the lap-by-lap, side-by-side race action here tonight. Got me up here in the booth. Hope you enjoy it. Drivers are starting to grid, so let's make our way down there. Find out where your drivers sit here tonight. Appreciate you could tune in. We get ready to move our way down to the grid. Looks like we got a Napa car down there. In first position, Michael Jeans on the grid here tonight. Starting on the pole, the Texas driver, 88 Napa Chevrolet Camaro. To his outside, you've got that 87 of Justin Michael, one to watch. The AR15.com Chevrolet Camaro will start today outside in second position. Starting back on the inside row, that second row, inside lane to that second row, the 61. That is Daniel Roper, and that HPM Motorsports New York driver behind the wheel. To his outside, the 77 of Teddy Wisniewski, making his return here in the Ford Mustang Valvoline car. He will be starting fourth position. We'll hear that Mustang roar. The 18 will be, that is Andrew Williams in that NOS Energy Drink Toyota Camry. Will be starting out in your top five. In fifth position, the 51 to his outside. My list would be nicer to me. I could get through this a lot quicker. That is the 51 of Dustin Lee in that Olive Hill Welding Chevrolet Camaro. The number 16, as we move our way back through the field, that is Jeff T. Martin in that Budweiser Chevrolet Camaro. The Georgia driver starts seventh position here tonight. The number 1 of Vernon Markheim, Indiana driver, in eighth, running another Purolator Chevrolet paint scheme on his car, the 48, as they begin to pull away. That is Cody Griffin in that DC Solar Chevrolet Camaro, starting ninth. And the rest of the field's got to catch up. I believe Michael D'Amico will round out the top 10 here tonight as we take a look through the field. He's actually in 12th position tonight. He's a little bit further out, so there's a field bunches up my list, folks. All I can do with what I got. This is the Dash for Cash Xfinity Series this Wednesday night. Appreciate you tuning in here to the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. It's going to be Justin Michael in the 88 of Michael Jeans. Pace car set to go into the pits as we come out of the fourth turn. There it goes.
Green, green, green.
The green flag flies. We're off to the race for 75 laps of Xfinity car race action here tonight. as they make their way around the first actual race lap. Lap number 2. Taking a look up front, it is Daniel Roper. The HBM Motorsports number 61 car making his way down the back straightaway towards turn number 3 has the 87 of Justin Michael to the outside, side by side into the third and fourth turn. They're going to go, and we got our first caution of the night. Taking a look back through the field. Looks like it might have been Donald King involved in that. We're going to roll up the replay here and take a look at this. As we follow the 23. So Thomas Axum, the 13 car there, is going to go for a wild ride, as Don King had nowhere to go but into the side of him. Looks like Thomas Axum got a little bit loose heading into the high line of turn number 3. Had the 22 of David Backen right there in front of him. Got him even more loose. And that was enough for race control to throw out the first caution flag of the night. We're going to take a short commercial break, folks. When we come back, we still have some more racing to go. 4 laps into it tonight. Welcome back to Chicagoland. The lights off the pace car. Going to be set to go back green on lap number 7. Justin Michael to set the pace. Michael Jeans to the outside. It was the first caution coming out tonight. Thomas Axum getting loose in turn number 3. Don King was involved as he had nowhere to go. Pace car into the pits.
Green flag.
The green flag flies. We're back to the race on lap number 7. As they come back to the start-finish line. Clicking over into lap number 8, it is the 87 of Justin Michael, your race leader. The 77 Valvoline car, Teddy Wisniewski, is in second now. Michael Jeans back there with Vernon Markheim, the number 1 Purelator. To the inside of that 88 Napa. And it looks like he's going to tag the wall.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution
Michael
is out.
Jeans having a little bit of issues, and we've got a big wreck on turns 3 and 4. So let's follow back Michael Jeans into turn number 3. He's going to make some contact with the wall before the turn. And right there is going to get a kick off of the wall, come down into the 61 car, who will have a little bit of contact. That was Daniel Roper, able to maintain his pace. And as we see the 88 of Michael Jeans go spinning there in turn number 3, we got 3 wide action coming right at him. Nearly 4 if you count the apron. Begins to roll down, and 2 cars. It's almost like a lineman move in football, blocking out one guy, and they're just going to sling him around. The 006 of Verlis Falcons involved in that one. Sends the 88 up into the wall, nearly close to that catch fence. A lot of damage on both of the cars. As you see, they have a lot of smoke coming out the rear end. Absolute cars in the grass. It is just complete chaos off of turns 3 and 4. We got a couple in before we went back to yellow. 10 laps in the books, folks. We'll be back.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back. We are back under the green. Lap number 14 coming at you as they head into turns 1 and 2. Vernon Markheim, your race leader. Has the 87 of Justin Michael, who's going to look to the inside of turn number 3, and Michael will go right around him as he works that lower groove out of turn number 4 now to the wall. Comes down using that apron. Chicagoland, one of the few tracks that has the white line down there on the apron that you can use. Michigan, Texas, Talladega, a few of the others. Taking a look behind, there is the 61 of Daniel Roper right there behind Vernon Markheim in 3rd position. Cody Griffin in 4th. Nice little side-by-side battle between Michael D'Amico and Jeff T. Martin as they come across into the front stretch towards turn number 1. Michael D'Amico, the 62 to the inside. The 16 of Jeff T. Martin to the outside. In between them, you have Dustin Lee, that 51 car. Now to the high side, Michael D'Amico falls back to 7th position. Has Don King right behind him. Trey Patton back there, the number 8 car. Oh, and back in right in front of him as they come down to the apron. Now they approach the 62 of Michael D'Amico. David Backen, the 22. Part of that first caution where Thomas Axum got loose in turn number 3. Once again, using that apron as they come across the front stretch. Will be to the inside of Michael D'Amico in turns 1 and 2. Into the back straightaway they go. Has a nice little battle between D'Amico and the number 8 of Trey Patton behind him. D'Amico will stay up on the track. Trey Patton down to the apron. Let's look back up at the race lead. The 87 of Justin Michael, all out alone, now has a 3/4 second lead over the 61 of Daniel Roper. Roper tonight, the New York driver, started 2nd position, started 3rd. He's sitting in 2nd position. Fast lap time here tonight, 29.82. Cody Griffin back there in 3rd position. This Carolina driver laid down a time of 29.92. Started 9th on the grid, currently sitting in 3rd. Dustin Lee now out in front of Jeff T. Martin down the back straightaway towards turn number 3. Is in 4th position. Jeff T. Martin rounding out your top 5. So there it is. In your bottom left, Justin Michael, Daniel Roper, Cody Griffin, Dustin Lee, and Jeff T. Martin, your top 5. So Michael D'Amico working his way out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. In front of the 15 of Zach Coyer. David Backin battling with Wesley Whitfield, who's going to take the position away from him there in turn 3. He's now up into 10th position. Backin falls to 11th. Back to the race lead here on lap number 22. The gap has closed between Daniel Roper and Justin Michael as they both work that lower groove of turn number 3. Was once a 3/4 second gap, has now closed to a 0.15 second gap as they cross that start-finish line. And it looks like Daniel Roper may be looking for an inside pass, possibly on turn number 3, as he still closes that gap coming out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway to the inside. Daniel Roper for the race lead into turn number 3. Will pass Justin Michael and take over the race lead on lap 23. Both cars to the apron across the start-finish line as they cross into lap 24. 87 of Michael's going to run the high line this time in turns 1 and 2. About a second and 1.3 seconds behind Justin Michaels, the 48 here of Cody Griffin. Sitting pretty solid in 3rd as Dustin Lee is about a second and almost 2 seconds behind him. Jacob Trent Bradford. It's quite of a long name to say there. Started 20th tonight. He's hard charged his way up 10 positions. Currently sitting in 10th as he's looking to the inside of Michael D'Amico in turn number 3. Wesley Whitfield, the 71, is going to follow him as they work that lower groove through both 3 and 4. Whitfield down to the apron. Now Bradford will run the middle groove. Whitfield loses out on the lower groove through turns 1 and 2 as Michael D'Amico goes around him to the high side. Here is Thomas Axum, the New England driver tonight, brought out the first caution in turn 3. Started 13th, he's fallen back since that caution to 14th position. Currently behind Lee Sandville. Whitfield now going to try the inside of Michael D'Amico. Battle for 10th position into turn number 3, and the 71 of Whitfield has it. Trey Patton and Lee Sandville battle behind. Nice little battle into turn 1, and it looks like the 8 of Trey Patton's going to have the position. As Lee Sandville takes the inside, has Thomas Axum down there with him, and he's going to take it over. So Lee Sandville moves up to 12th position before turn number 3. So Daniel Roper up at the race lead now. Has pulled away from the 87 of Justin Michael as he comes out of turn number 2. Out to 1.15 second lead. 7 total laps led here for the driver. Started 3rd. So with 46 laps to go, let's take a look at the race statistics. 29 laps completed, 4 lead changes, 2 total cautions. Coming into tonight's race, Donald King, your series points leader. Just behind him, Jeff T. Martin, Thomas Axel, Wesley Whitfield in 4th.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution flag flies for the 3rd time here tonight. And it looks like the 14 of Lee Sandville. Oh, some cars nearly missing him there. Run back the replay camera here on Sandville. So a little bit of help from Wesley Whitfield in the 14. Morton Buildings. Chevrolet is going to go for a spin. Thomas Axum with a side nudge there to the rear of that car. Sandville's going to climb up the track. Trey Patton able to go around him with a little bit of sparks coming off that car. Michael Jeans. You're going to watch to the inside here. Michael Jeans has to make a drastic move to miss this car. David Backen goes around to the high side. As you're going to see towards pit road, that 88 Napa car of Michael Jeans does what he can to avoid the car stopped up on the track. Sandville starts to come back down, and you can see right in the path of Michael Jeans, and he has to go left in a hurry. Just to avoid him. Was able to get away and not get down pit road. Danny Rudy, the number 10 car, up into the wall as well. Trying to avoid the car stopped on the track. So the caution flag comes out. There it is. 3rd time here tonight. 4 lead changes, 32 laps completed. Gonna go to a commercial break. We'll come back. Still got some more racing for you. Don't go anywhere. This is the Dash for Cash Xfinity Series here on the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. As they head into turn number 4, we're going to be set to go green with 40 laps remaining. Pace car into the pits. Justin Michael, Cody Griffin up front.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, and the leader, 87 of Justin Michael. He's going to get loose coming out of turn number 4. Run back the replay camera there to pick that up. May have had some help from Daniel Roper. Here they are heading into turn number 3. And no, he's just going to get loose on his own. So the AR15.com Chevrolet gets loose into turn number 4. 48 of Cody Griffin goes high. The 61 of Daniel Roper takes the low line. He's able to get the car off the track to avoid any further possible collision. Excellent work there from Justin Michael.
Hello. P2 actually. Really missed that wreck there. Car's pretty good. Got destroyed earlier in the race by someone, but yeah, got the backup car out real quick on pit road. We're doing good, going fast. Car's driving nice. I'm just gonna. Yeah, he's in my inside here. I'm just gonna try not to crash. Try not to crash. We're up the pit one more time because we cannot make it on fuel from here, and we'll see how it goes. Shout out to Logan Clampett watching the broadcast. He's my hero.
Green flag, green flag. Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
So after that last caution, Vernon Markheim, David Backen both involved in it. Ivan Garcia will be taking the race lead with Lee Sandville to the outside. The 48 of Cody Griffin will be back in third. Daniel Roper, the 61, will round out your front four. Pace car set to go in will be back green with 29 laps remaining. Green flags in the air. We're back to the race. Got a lot of three-wide action as Markheim's trying to make a move to the inside. Oh, he's going to make some possible contact with Sandville. Three wide up front for the lead. A little bit of bump action between Ivan Garcia. They are fighting. Justin Michael pushing Cody Griffin into turn number 3. The 48 of Cody Griffin's going to take the race lead. And now Michael and Roper are back to being side by side there in second. You would have thought it was the last lap of the race as much as these guys were fighting to get up to the front. And now the 61 of Roper settles in second position as the 87 of Justin Michaels there right behind him. Cody Griffin out to a 0.3 of a second lead into turn number 4. So as we take a look behind Michael, Wesley Whitfield and Zach Coyer battling it out in the first couple turns. And it looks like Coyer's going to win the battle. And now, Vernon Markheim to the inside of Wesley Whitfield into turn 3. Gets just a little bit loose, running that lower groove coming out of turn number 4. Up front is the 48 of Cody Griffin. Down the back straightaway he goes towards turn number 3. He has the 61 of Roper just about 0.3 of a second behind him. Justin Michael back there in third position, 0.6 behind the 61 as they head into turn number 1. Vernon Markheim now up to 6th position, has the 16 of Jeff Teen Martin behind him. Donald King behind Martin. Zach Coyer trying to fend off the 71 of Wesley Whitfield as they head into turn number 1. Midway point through the groove. Oh, and Justin Michael. Something happened there that kicked him to the apron. Let's go back and take a look at the replay. He uses the apron through the first part of the front stretch. He's going to head into turn number 1 in the lower part of the groove. Comes out and just makes some sheer contact right there with the wall. And he's going to spin out. So turn number 2 now, causing a caution flag to come out. Let's take a look at the race statistics. 6 total cautions in this race as we watch Cody Griffin, and the rest of the field making their way down pit road. See that Daniel Roper's really on Cody Griffin. watch battle from the pit lane. Top 5 heading into pits. And as they make it off, Cody Griffin comes. Wow, do we have a pack coming off of pit road. So Cody Griffin will be your race leader when we go back to green. Heading into turn number 3, Vernon Markheim will be to the outside of Cody Griffin, Daniel Roper, and Wesley Whitfield will round out your front 4. It's going to be 19 laps to go. Last time we came back off of a caution, a lot of these drivers fought 3, nearly 4 wide into the first turn. Be interesting to see how it's going to pan out this time. Pace car into the pits.
Green flag.
Green flag flies, and here we go. Wide, and everybody's spinning out.
All right, man, caution is out.
Caution flag goes. Saw Michael D'Amico back there spinning in the middle point of turn 2. Let's run back the replay camera here and catch it. We'll get down a little bit closer. Restarts, but nearly 3 and 4 wide. So it almost looks like a net code bump from Dustin Lee possibly into Michael D'Amico. Is really can't explain other why he would get loose the way he did. as he tries to bring it back under control. See, Dustin Lee begins to spin out as he makes contact with the apron. Michael D'Amico follows. Trey Patton, the 8 Oreo car, up high. Jacob Trent Bradford, the 81, is going to go high as well. Ivan Garcia is able to escape contact, but it is, I believe it was Teddy Wisniewski. I'm trying to figure out who that Ford Mustang is down there. Wow, the 14 is going to go up. That is Lee Sandville. And Jacob Trent Bradford is going to be caught up in the mix. Thought he was going to be able to escape it, and it's not going to happen. So just as we get back to green, we are back under the yellow. Let's take a look at the race statistics here, folks. 58 completed, 12 lead changes, 7 cautions. This is the Dash for Cash Xfinity Series with the All Pro Racing League this Wednesday night. We'll be back after these messages. Cars making their way down the backstretch. Cody Griffin still your race leader. Daniel Roper to the outside. Vernon Markheim, Zach Coyer rounding out your front four. Pace car set to go into the pits. It's going to be 14 laps remaining when that green flag flies. There goes the pace car.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. Here we go. Roper's going to try the inside of turn 3 on Griffin. They are side by side, some contact made. And Daniel Roper wants that race lead, and he's going to have it. As he comes across the start-finish line, 13 laps to go, the 61 has taken the race lead from the 48 of Cody Griffin. Vernon Markheim behind the 87 of Justin Michael. Don King, Zach Coyer, side by side. Zach Coyer now to the outside. Vernon Markheim running the middle groove. And Don King to the inside of Vernon Markheim. A three-wide battle down the front backstretch, as they head into turn number 3 in contact. Markheim has to go high as Don King got right in front of him. Markheim's going to fall back to 11th position. Right there behind the 51 Olive Hill welding car of Dustin Lee. Trey Patton and Ivan Garcia battling it out there for 12th position. We got some more three-wide action with Zach Coyer, Don King, Jeff T. Martin into turn number 3. It's almost like a fighter squadron is the way they were staggered. Don King and Zach Coyer are going at it for 4th position. Let's take a look at the race lead. Out of turn number 2 comes the 61 of Daniel Roper, fending off the 48 of Cody Griffin. 10 laps now remain. The 87 of Justin Michael back there in 3rd position. So Don King has 4th position. Jeff T. Martin now to the inside of Zach Coyer as they go through turn 2. The 88 of Michael Jeans will be to the outside of the 71 of Wesley Whitfield down the backstretch. Jeans into the wall. Thomas Axum will go to the inside. Dustin Lee goes to the inside. So Michael Jeans still having some issues pushing into the wall. Falls back to 10th position now to the outside of Vernon Markheim. Andrew Williams to the inside of Ivan Garcia. Trey Patton's going to follow him. Here comes Jacob Trent Bradford behind the Oreo 8 of Trey Patton. Nice little side-by-side battle here with Jacob Trent Bradford. Looks like he's going to gain the momentum back out of 4. Trey Patton to the apron. Nice little battle going on for 14th position. And it looks like Bradford's going to win out. Back up to the race lead. Here he is, folks. Daniel Roper. Guy who started 3rd on the grid here tonight will be 6th to go at the line. Tap out at 190 before he slows down for the first turn. 21 laps total led here at Chicagoland. So Justin Michael, what a battle here between Cody Griffin and Justin Michael for 2nd position. Out of turn number 4. They both go to the apron. 5 laps now remain, and Justin Michael trying to edge out Cody Griffin. Out of turn number 2, they're back to side by side. Michael has the advantage in turn 3, running the lower part of the groove. And look at that, to the outside passing. Cody Griffin takes 2nd position for the 87 AR-15 car of Justin Michael. Into turn number 1 they go. looks like Justin Michael's going to try to make a run here. It's going to be a little bit to the higher side. Now looks low, possibly looking for a pass coming out of turn number 4. Oh, and Cody Griffin throws the block. Does not want him to go. Michael stays on the track as Griffin goes down on the apron. Down the back stretch, and Cody Griffin, for some reason, goes low. Justin Michael, now they are back side by side, but this time Michael's to the outside. Two more laps remain, folks. And Justin Michael back to second position. Daniel Roper pretty much has it in the bag as he's got a 3-second lead over the 87 of Justin Michael. And now Justin Michael begins to pull away from the 48 of Cody Griffin coming out of turn number 4. White flag in the air.
Caution is out.
And as the white flag comes out, this caution flag came right out. But I think Daniel Roper was already across the start-finish line. That pace car going flying back through that backstretch. Zach Coyer's sitting up there in turn 3. It's always tough to see a race end under the yellow. But a good hard-fought battle between Cody Griffin and Justin Michael for second position. Daniel Roper of the 61 HPM Motorsports Chevrolet will take victory here tonight. So as we see the 61 make his way down towards the front stretch, he's going to do a victory burnout. The celebration of Daniel Roper comes to a conclusion. So we are going to now move to our third place finisher here tonight, the 48 of Cody Griffin. As it was a good hard-fought battle there with the 87 of Justin Michael towards the end. Cody, tell us a little bit about that race and fighting there with Justin Michael towards the end.
Yeah, had a good race. DC Solar Chevy was fast. Can't say enough about all the guys up front. Had a blast racing with them. Me and Justin are good friends, so we know how each other races, and we were able to put on a good show there for the fans.
You guys did an excellent job racing here up front tonight. Plagued by a little bit of cautions here at Chicagoland. Was able to work your way through the field. When it's all said and done, you finished third here tonight. Is there any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to all my family who's watching. I appreciate you guys, all the people on iRacing that's watching, all the fans. Thank you very much, and I'd like to give a shout out to Justin Michael for racing me clean like that. Had fun, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. spotter pack.
All right, well, congratulations taking third here tonight. We look forward to seeing what you got in the races to come.
Thank you.
Moving on into second position here tonight, the 87 of Justin Michael, who was involved in a couple of cautions, was able to fight his way back tooth and nail through this field. Justin, you got to be happy and satisfied, especially with the great battle that you had there with the 48 of Cody Griffin.
Yeah, it was fun. I know the made a little the wrong pit strategy move there and sent us to the back, and then I just got in the wall. So yeah, we'll take the second place. It's all good. Cody, we had a good run with Cody there, so it was fun, and nobody got wrecked. So we'll go to next week. All
right. Was there any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Just people watching my stream, as always, youtube.com/jmichael99, and always love to watch your broadcast, man.
All right. Well, appreciate the words, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
All right, bud. Thank you.
Moving on into our race winner here tonight. Definitely had the fast car in the later half of the race. Daniel, excellent work done here. Had some good restarts. He got up to the front. He even battled Cody Griffin for a while, but all said and done, you began to pull away and almost got across that start-finish line before the last yellow flag came out tonight. Tell us a little bit about this race and how everything handled for you.
Yeah, everything was pretty good all night. Definitely had a good car in practice. Only ran 2 laps, so missed it a little bit in qualifying. But I knew we had a good piece for the race. I'd like to thank Michelangelo's Painting, Dan's Heating and Cooling, Pad, Nick Reynolds, Michael D'Amico, Over the Top Paints, All Pro Racing, and of course you, Digital Forge. Thanks to everyone that makes this league happen. Really appreciate it. Have a lot of fun racing here. Thanks to High Performance Motorsports HPM too for giving me a good piece per usual.
Well, next week we head into the Milwaukee Mile. Tell us what we can expect from the 61 there.
Yeah, hopefully I can make it to the race. I've been kind of picking and choosing which races I want to come to here. But we've won every one that I've decided to show up to, so hopefully we can keep that going next week.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing it there, and great racing here tonight, and we'll look forward to the future.
Appreciate it, bud. Thank you.
There you have it, folks. Daniel Roper with the victory here tonight at Chicagoland. It was some great racing taking place, a lot of side-by-side racing, and definitely some hard-fought battles for positions. Let's take a look at the final results here before we let you go. Daniel Roper, Justin Michael, Cody Griffin, Don King, Jeff T. Martin rounds out your top 5. Dustin Lee, Thomas Axum, Wesley Whitfield, Vernon Markheim, and Ivan Garcia rounds out the top 10. Jacob Trent Bradford, Michael Jeans, Trey Patton, Zach Coyer, Verlis Falcons. Danny Rudy, Andrew Williams, David Backin, Nick Reynolds, and Michael D'Amico rounds out 20. Lee Sandville, Teddy Wisniewski will round out the actual field. Jake Johnson and Cole Woody not making it to the grid here this evening. Final race statistics for you. Out of the 75 laps completed, 13 lead changes and 9 total cautions. Don't let that fool you, folks. There was some great racing taking place here tonight. Coming up tomorrow, the iCar League with their Gen 6 Cup Series is back in action at Iowa Speedway. After coming off a 1-week break, you definitely want to tune in to catch that action. Friday night, the Super Speedway Showdown with the Loose Lug Nuts, KMA, TWC, VM Racing Leagues will be at Daytona and the Camping World Trucks. You'll definitely want to tune in for that. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit subscribe out there on the YouTube button so you'll stay in the know as to when we go live. You can find us on the web at forgebroadcasting.com. And on Facebook, just look up Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. But that will do it for us tonight, folks. I'm Dustin Caldwell for the Digital Forge Broadcast Network saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow night.